And welcome, everybody. I am back here in the fandom zone. It is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking. The man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in YouTube entertainment today, Mr. General Zod, with another great video for Disney Arena Battle, or Disney Sorcerer Arena Battle. I've been covering this game because I like it. Hopefully get some traction, get some people with questions or whatever, but here's the lowdown. I'm just going to go through for you the different characters and whatnot, because if you start playing this game, you're probably thinking, what is the format? Do these characters interact with each other? Things like that. So we're going to take a look at some different characters, and I'm going to kind of just give you the gist. And if you've ever played Hero Collectors before, this runs like a lot of Hero Collectors, okay? You get the character, you unlock them, then you start putting gear on them and unlocking their abilities. So let's go, and I'll use for an example. So right now, if you guys didn't know, this is one of my favorite characters. This is Demona from Gargoyles, okay? And there are several different things you need to know when you are playing this game. And there's going to be some different factors, okay? So first, to your left, you have the abilities. The abilities are going to affect the power and what a character can do in particular circumstances. So let's take a look at, I'm just going to use Demona for this video because I don't want to make it too long, but you'll get the general idea. So over on the left here, let's break down some abilities, and we'll just call this the Demona highlight, and she's a free character that you get right away, but why I like her and the different things you can use with her. So right over here in her basics, her first one is called Particle Blast. It deals up to 155 damage to a target opponent twice. Ignore 15% defense. Ignore 3% bonus defense per downtown villain teammate. So the first thing you should know is these characters have tags, and downtown villain is a tag in here. I haven't gotten other ones, but when she's paired up with them, she will be able to get through defense. Now, on critical strike, inflict continuous damage, dealing up to 155 damage over 2 turns, okay? So this is where I'm currently at right now. That was the max. So I do 15% defense ignore and 3% bonus damage, and I still do that damage over the time deal, okay? So that is her first ability. Actually, I could just click over. Now, her next ability, Rocket Launcher, okay? This one is awesome. It is an AoE attack, which means it hits everyone. It's the area of range, and it evaluates all continuous damage effects on people. So what that means is when you use this ability and you hit everyone, if you have affected them with any kind of debuff, she will do more damage based on what that debuff is, okay? I've unlocked the second ability, which is immediately evaluates the debuffs, okay? So there's a difference. There is a difference in the way that it's done. It's a lot quicker, okay? Now, the last one, the tier 3, will do plus 50% damage dealt, which means that if you do 300 damage, you will stack onto that. So, to everyone with a debuff. All right, now, this is her ultimate maneuver, they would call it, like her main special ability, and it's called Recite Flemmis Vente. Okay, this is from Gargoyles. It's the book that they get. Okay, I went nerd there, but there's a lot of text, but it deals up to 504 damage to a target opponent and up to 504 to adjacent targets. So you want to hit the person in the middle. It inflicts heal blocks on the primary target for 2 turns. It extends the duration of effects on target opponent by 1. Does not extend the stun or continuous damage. So if they have like silence or slow or something like that, and they're about to be to their last turn, it'll extend that 1 more turn. Now, this is one that I haven't gotten, but I'm currently working on. Deal 504 damage per target for up 504 to adjacent targets, inflicts heal blocks for 2 turns, and extends harmful effects of the opponent by 1. Now, this little dice thing right here, that means that it ups the chance of that happening. Okay, so there's these little things you want to keep in mind. Now, the passive ability. This ability is pretty awesome, okay? And it's called Recite Set. Now, I've seen this work, okay? So on the start of your turn, 15% chance to deal 207 damage 3 times, or to 3 random opponents. Chance to activate increased by 5% per downtown villain. It'll inflict continuous damage with each attack, dealing up to 207 over 2 turns, okay? Now, the second ability is on turn, start with 15% chance, deal 3 damage over 5%, and so it adds another 5%. So it's 15, that'll be 20%. And the last one will add 1 more attacker. Okay, so it'll add another attack, basically. Now, as you can see, I got her up to tier 2. What does that mean? Well, you collect shards, okay? These are the shards that you collect. These are the places you can go. Whenever you get the number on this right corner to 25, you can tier her up. That means that it'll unlock your ability to upgrade her, okay? Over here, if you notice the question marks or the little spyglass, if you click that, that is where your gear is. Now, when you start off with the first set of gear, it's easy to get. As you go along in the game, though, you get these rarer gears that you have to try to find throughout the levels, okay? You get them by completing the various stages. Now, this is the most important part. This is the info, okay? So it says Demona, level 25. She's a villain, offense, downtown, gargoyles, queen clash, roll offense. Okay, this will tell you everything that she is and her tags. Tags are important because they let you know what group that they belong to, and you can see her regular stats, right? Her offense is 310. Her speed is 100. She has no precision, no recovery. Her defense is 59, which is low, but she's not a defender, so it doesn't matter how high that is. Her crit chance is 0.5. Potency is important. It's 3%. So potency is whether or not she can inflict certain debuffs. Okay, so you want that to be high. Her crit power is 150%. That's pretty good. Her tenacity is 5%, which is whether or not people can debuff her. Okay, so these things are all important when you're upgrading your character, right? So let me take you to one more, a defender, right? So a defender is someone who takes damage. They have an ability that taunts, and then they draw the attack. And why I bring this up is to show you the difference, okay? Sully, for instance, his role is defense. Now look at his defense power is 88. His offense is 151. He has no potency. He has good speed. So you want your defender to be fast to draw the people towards you, okay? So as you're going through, you've got to take these in mind as you're playing this game. Over in that top corner, right? Look at the power. The power level determines overall how your team is going to be set. Okay, so this has been a character breakdown for Demona. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or you want to know how to use all these, I'm going to make a team breakdown video to show you my current team. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And as always, remember the only rule here in the fandom zone: kneel before General Zod.